How you doing, Chef?
I'm doing good, my man. I'm doing good. Glad to have you on for tonight. Glad to
I'm
have you.
glad to be here. Got me out of work early, so.
Yeah, boy. Um, quick little note. You may hear the wife and kids in the background because my room is my man cave, as I call it. I have a whole room to myself, but there's no door yet. You know what I'm trying to say? Yeet. This you may hear them chit chatting. Dogs may things may get crazy in the background of me. Okay, but we're here. Got this podcast. Hello, my beautiful wife, as she looks at me. Oh, kiss my ass. Um, we got some things to talk about in tonight's podcast. Again, I've been
Yes, sir.
out. I've been out of the gaming for a while. I have been keeping up with on Twitter, right here and there. I've been popping in on people's streams, the big people's streams. I've been listening to this and that. But again, if there's anything that out there that y'all maybe want us to talk about in podcast or game wise, I'm gonna see if this evening Bullet can put some polls up tonight while the podcast is going to get it out there because I have got some interesting questions to ask Mr. Fantastic and anybody that's in the chat. Will throw their input on this. But first, yes, one of those questions that I hadn't even told Mr. Fantastic. Bullet don't even know this question. Oh yeah. I have some thinking to do. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. All right. Hopefully, sound is good. Mr. Fantastic sounds good. Anybody in the chat, let me know if we all sound good, and we're gonna get started on this bad boy. All right. Let's. We would love playing Call of Duty here. Okay. I've been out for a while. How is Call of Duty? How is Call of Duty in 2021? How's it holding up?
It it's interesting. There's been a lot of controversies going on with the whole reverse boosting thing, and numerous big time YouTubers coming out saying they've reverse boosted for their gameplays. There's on all over YouTube. There's how to videos about how to reverse boost to get easier lobbies. Um, Especially with the implementation of the PS5 and the
Talk to me
Xbox
too,
Series
Bob.
X or whatever it's called. Um, these guys they found a way to manipulate the matchmaking system in COD, so it's making things hectic in that aspect. So we're waiting to see what the future updates hold and things like that.
All right, so we're going down this rabbit hole on the skill-based matchmaking. Okay.
Oh dear God.
All right, because that's kind of what we're talking about, right? So we got big streamers, big YouTubers coming out saying that they do reverse boost. Now, for anybody in here that has played Call of Duty for a while, I talked about Mr. Fantastic about this earlier. As I survived Advanced Warfare, the jumping around. I survived it, right? If any of y'all played Advanced Warfare, they're not cycle. That was true skill based matchmaking. I don't feel like it is as ramped up as it is in this one, but that was skill based matchmaking, right? Um, we have had this type of system before, but I don't feel like then when the bigger YouTubers, because again streaming, I feel like then wasn't as big then. Like the names, right? We didn't have them types of names. If they were, they wasn't playing Call of Duty, right? It wasn't
Right.
there. Reverse boosting was there, but in Advanced Warfare. I mean, people were. I mean, it was legit. You go on Twitter then, and you could find people selling accounts. People were getting these accounts and going like crazy and like getting horrible stats so they could make things more easier. It was there, right? It was there. I didn't feel skill based smash making the BO3 because BO3 man, you could Black Ops 3 was fun. I curb stomped. I don't know how many people. Man, it was enjoyable. But Advanced Warfare had clan wars. It did have a ranked system. It had things in the game itself. I felt like that kind of did it way too much on skill based matchmaking until them things came in there.
But it's kind of funny that you say that because you're 100% correct, and it's going to sound really crazy because I'm a Call of Duty fanboy. I'm also a streamer. You know, developing and building a YouTube channel of my own. But in my personal opinion, YouTube and the streaming is what's contributing to all of these instances. The skill-based matchmaking has been around since Black Ops 2. It was in that game, and it was the way they implemented it. I thought was really good. Um, but it's so rampant now, and I think that's part of the reason why you're seeing such these major swings. Modern Warfare, they put out a new system, rather than based on your stats, they base it off your in-game performance for 5, 10 games or whatever.
Oh yeah, I've been there. I
And
felt that before. I felt
oh
that rap
yeah,
before.
but like the other day on my personal stream, um, I play one of the video games I play. One of the guys that's on my little team that I play with, um, his son came across. We was talking about Call of Duty, and I showed him some of my videos, and his son went nuts, and because he wants to be a streamer and things like that. So, for my entire stream, I played with this kid who's 13 years old, and those were the easiest lobbies that I've ever had in my life. It was absolutely insane what was going on. And then the other day when I got on to play, it was I was getting curb stomped left and right for the first 5, 6 games.
All right, so it sounds like to me, since I've been out of the loop for a while, that game hasn't changed that much. Okay.
Mm.
Um, guns.
Some new weapons and stuff.
I haven't even unlocked the new guns. Thank God the season pass hasn't ended yet.
The Mac 10 is nasty, Chef. You'll love it.
The guns are gun. The mechanics are all still the same. Nothing's been changed. Skill-based matchmaking is still there. They're bringing back older maps now. Since they've never brought back Raid back, we now have Raid back.
Yep.
Thank
God, I love that map.
Since it's Call of Duty 2021, are they running out of ideas? Like I started to think these maps were so was so good back in the day, right? They were so good. Are they having problems coming up with better maps?
Kind of.
Because I'm looking at this, bro. Like, I've been playing since Modern Warfare 2. We've been playing it for a while. Like, I enjoyed the maps. I love them. I love them. But that's why it's damn, we've had Nuketown how many years in a row now? Like, damn.
You just took it right out of my mouth, man.
Don't get me wrong.
Nuketown was fun the first 5 years.
Nuketown is fun. But it's also.
But now I can't go to a Nuketown 24/7 playlist. I'll lose. Don't get me wrong. I do like the maps and stuff like that. It is a very interesting question. I think one of the biggest issues is the Call of Duty community has a reputation. We'll just say that.
Yeah.
Everybody screams for change in some way. We want this. Bring this back. Bring this back. Bring this back. But then when they get it, they don't want it. Bullet. It's the whole thing. Bullet with Nuketown is it runs super well on this game. I'm just tired of playing it.
I enjoy it. Right, it's one of those maps we will always enjoy.
In Cold War, it runs very well, like Bullet said. However,
I disagree.
I think that them pushing out a new COD every single year, I think that's what's hurting the franchise. And like this COD here, it wasn't supposed to be Treyarch. It wasn't. It was, Treyarch had next game wasn't supposed to be out for 2 more years. Sledgehammer got canned, and this Treyarch had 10 months to do this, and that's where I think a lot of the issues are, and I think a lot of people seem to forget that.
Let me throw this up here, because I've seen stuff on Twitter. I've heard rumors, or rumors, right? I heard that Sledgehammer's going to come back and make the next one.
That's possible.
Me personally, this is just coming from me, Chef. I don't want to see Sledgehammer make another Call of Duty game again. Right? I don't. I can't deal with it. Advanced Warfare it was okay. Me personally, I feel like it pushed people away. One, they had to do the burst, the jumping around, which I get, that was new. And then you had World War II. Beginning of that game, I could have thrown shit up against the wall 24/7 until they did that whole big update, and then it became enjoyable. Like sledgehammers, I guess maybe the big guys, they don't play the game. I honestly feel that way. Again, we're COD fanboys, if you want to call us that. I mean,
Right, and well, one of the issues though is it's now is that it's the developers
what's up, High Risk?
don't have it. They don't have as much control over the game as
True, I
we
feel that way
think.
too. I feel
There's a
that way.
lot. There's a lot of things coming out now, like uh, the guy who made Apex Legends. We all know that man. He was the one who made Modern Warfare 2. Same guy. He came out on Twitter the other day and was dogging Activision. Because I mean, it's coming out that Activision is telling these guys to do certain things.
They're money hungry.
Oh, yes, but at the same time, I mean, they're um, it's one of those. It's pushing a lot of the fan base away. This is the first Call of Duty in the last decade that I did not prestige in the first weekend or the first couple of days.
It was,
Of,
hey,
of
but
being
it was
launched.
tough. Cause I ain't gonna lie, it was tough. If you wanted to grind it out, you gonna have to grind your ass out.
Well, it was a lot of it had to do with my work schedule, and then I ended up getting COVID, so I was out for 3 weeks with that. You know, and into the holidays and stuff like that. I mean, you know, I work in the restaurant business,
Oh
so.
yeah, yeah. Thanksgiving,
And now-
Christmas, you have no life.
And in
no life.
3 weeks is Valentine's Day, and we're already planning that stuff. So,
When's the last time you saw any post from Treyarch? Dead silence.
well, that is true. That's where I would rather have them not say anything than do like what Infinity Ward did with Modern Warfare and blow smoke up my ass.
True. Yeah, I don't. I'd rather see it than believe it.
Yeah, don't. You know, as the saying goes, don't piss on me and tell me it's raining.
All right. Here's the next thing along with the maps and skill-based matchmaking in this. I feel like the player base has changed. The player skills on how to get better, like that has changed in itself.
100%.
I don't know if any of y'all back in the day, shit, I drop shotted like crazy, right? You had to learn that skill how to drop shot. Now we got into we got scuffs now. We've got people are jumping over corners. We got boost sliding. Like the game itself, I feel like is changing, right? The player base is changing to what I have no idea because some of these people in the beta, the alpha, and Modern Warfare, I don't know what they were doing. I couldn't tell you to save my life what some of these people they didn't know how to play the game. Like they're new. They're new to the franchise.
Yeah. Well, Chef, let's take a look at that. You and I have been playing COD for
Too damn long.
For, well over a decade. So, there's people like the kid I was talking about in my stream. He wasn't even born when COD 4 came out.
Oh,
He wasn't even born yet when World at War came out. That's how long this franchise has been around, and I'm closer to 50 than I am 40. That being said, a lot of the old G COD players have gotten off the game or don't play anymore because they've got families, they got kids. Hell, I've got grandkids, careers, and things like that. So it is going to be a new younger player base, which Treyarch or not Treyarch, but Activision has already said that's what they're trying to do, and they've made the game extremely user friendly.
However, stop it. We're not getting old.
Right? I know, right? I know.
We're gonna be young old people.
I was like, get off my lawn. But they're catering to a new breed of Call of Duty player.
All right, all right. So I get that point, right? I get what you're saying.
Mm-hmm.
But you remember that first time playing Call of Duty? What happened? You got your fucking ass whooped.
Oh man!
Remember getting curve stomped, right? I learned from it, right? I learned how to get better. So I feel like when we throw this newer player base in with their own skill, they're not going to get any better, right? They're not going to get any better. They're learning. I don't know. It's one of those like I got beat as a kid. They don't. You know what I'm trying to say? It's like one of those kind of weird
Yeah.
scenarios, right? Like I learned like, bro, you don't say that because mom and dad. You don't say that.
I mean, like some of the big YouTubers like Jay God and Jay God has said it. Exclusive Ace has touched on it. I personally feel the same way. Legend of Thunder has touched on it, and I love Legend of Thunder. If you're watching, hey, love me. Um, but he's even said straight up, by taking players that, and we're gonna keep it at, um, let's just say if you have
Yeah.
a point .7 KD, and if you play nothing but people with a point .5 to a point .8 KD, and you stay in that range, you will never improve because you're always going to keep doing what you've always done. You get tossed into a lobby with a 3 KD player and just get annihilated. You're going to learn because you're going to start watching what is this player doing. Um, Black Ops One, my lifetime KD in Black Ops One is .69. I was terrible at it. Um, and I remember the first match I got 30 kills on. It was on firing range. But Black Ops 2 with the theater mode, the way that the theater mode was done in Black Ops 2, if I was in a lobby and this guy was just hammering me, um, I would bookmark that game film, and then I would go back and watch the game film through his point of view and see what he was doing.
And you went
What
full nerd.
loadouts was he doing? Oh, I'm a full nerd anyway. It's like, yeah. But that's what I do. But even now, I go back and I start looking at, okay, what angles were they holding? There's certain YouTubers I watch who, like Exclusive Ace. He has a series where he covers each map in each Call of Duty, lines of sight, hit little spots where you can see all the way down the map, just things you don't notice. Um, and it's just improving my game IQ.
See, I watch YouTube. I watch
Yeah.
YouTube on what guns to use. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
that's how I learned. Like for one, let's get the right gun to use. Right? Oh my God, don't ever use this gun because it's garbage. Right? We know that now. Right? We play
Uh-huh.
like I am never going to touch the Milano and Core right now. It's absolutely I shoot little water pellets at people. And then you just go like so. Like I learned from that way. I never did bookmark anybody I played against. I never thought of that back then because at that point, me myself and my competitive nature, you know, I remember my friends yelling at me saying, "Just go hide." I'm like, "Bro, I can't. They're gonna find me." I didn't have Ghost Star. Like so, I'm like, I was that person. Heartbeat sensor, silencer, buddy. Like I was that me because I didn't know. But then eventually, I started getting better. I started watching YouTube videos. I went into private matches and play against bots and
Uh-huh.
learn like I did things like that to prove myself. These I feel like now because since I teach high school and I talk to the kids that play video games, they watch for entertainment value. They don't. Some of them watch to learn, but you know they think just because you have a scuff controller, that's gonna make you play better. But I can scuff jump and everything with a regular controller without having to take my fingers off this. I have no problem moving my thumb and doing that. You can play multiple that's where I'm like
Right.
it's a
Oh,
money it's money.
I use the Scuff. Um, I have the Scuff Vantage, and I absolutely love it because it's shaped like an Xbox controller.
Yeah.
I've got all my paddles back here, but the thing I love about this controller the most is these buttons here on the side. Like this button right here controls my score streak. So if I'm doing something, all I have to do is just pop it like that, and it pops my score streak. Um, this one switches my weapons, where I literally don't have to do anything.
I feel like I'm the
Um,
person I'm the old dog on the porch that ain't learning anything new. That's how I feel like
yeah,
sometimes.
it's funny because now that I've used this controller, I can't use a regular controller anymore because my hands. It's I have problems with my hands to begin with. I'm
Yeah.
working in the industry and
Yeah.
everything. Um, that it's I have a hard time for me to keep up with the speed of some of these Adderall snorting, G Fuel mainlining, um, you know,
Bro,
kids out
I got
there.
a fresh pair of Jordans coming in. What are you talking about, player? I got a
Right?
jersey coming in. I got the new Jays
I mean,
coming. I'm ready to ball
not that,
on
I
some
mean,
people.
of course I'm the same way though. So
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I got this. I got tobacco. I got
I got
water.
tobacco.
I got
I got
water.
the wacky
I got
tobacco.
water.
Oh yeah, yeah.
That's
See, I got
where,
water for days too.
and that's where, that's where I, I, and I like what Clement said too. I think then when we played, Call of Duty wasn't big. It was big to the ones that played it. We were like, man, this is it. Like we're watching Nate Shot, your guys that I'm used to watching. Nick Merckx, we got like all these guys. You know, you don't hear like, dude, like, all right, Doom Clan, dude. I used to watch those guys play. There were some of the most. Oh my
Doom is
word!
still around. I mean,
they're still there and they're still like playing a high level, but you hear nothing about them anymore, right? Like there are players out there, and then Clemmy said it's oversaturated. Player, I mean, they want to be the next. I'm gonna say Nick Merckx or Korean Savage or K3. They like
well, see, and that's one of the things. Like I said, it's like you look for the channels. Not, hey, look at me, a nuke on in a lobby full of people who like have one arm, which Korean Savage got called out for doing that exact same thing, for dropping a nuke in a lobby, and the player that was playing had one arm. I mean, it's just like, and he posted a YouTube video about it.
God,
I watch like the YouTubers that I watch are like Exclusive Ace, information, things to help me become a better player. J God from Carnage Clan. If I want to see raw ass gameplay, there's some Doom Clan players that I watch just for I watch their gameplays and I'm just like, oh wow, I can do that. It's I tend to look for information to help me improve.
yeah. High risk. I'm there with you. I used to watch Hutch, St. Anders back in the day, and that's how I found Optic as well with the Frag Cup. I mean, the player base is changing, and I seen it a lot in Modern Warfare, and I see it a lot now. I see it a lot now, especially in this game, a lot. I see it a lot, and it just well, it makes me feel old. It still makes me feel like I still got an edge on a lot of people who maybe still doesn't play like I do. But there's always gonna be somebody better. I mean, that's
100%.
and so that like I don't know if COD's doing this or we've tapped out and we're starting to go downhill. Like I don't know what COD is going to be like. Like it's just like,
I think
like right now we have no rank. We have no rank. There's right now. There's nothing keeping players on Cold War besides prestiging and leveling up, because that's it. There's nothing keeping me on it.
You're talking replay,
Like,
the replayability value of it.
There's nothing keeping me. My attention span. And I'm 35 years old. There's nothing keeping me there. Right. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like so, I'm like
Black Ops 4. I grinded so hard. Dark Matter. Once I got Dark Matter, I pretty much stopped playing.
You're done. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like there's nothing. Black Ops 2 we had rank, right? You had rank, and the rank, and it changed every couple weeks. Like you had something to do if you wanted to do that. Right?
Well, the rank system in Black Ops 2, you had your solo rank, and then you had your team rank.
Yeah.
If you were in a party, which I really enjoyed that.
And see, Bullet, that's in all right, high risk. Real quick, I get you. Rank, it's gonna be unfair with cheaters. Like we just don't know. Now we're cross platform. That's just a whole nother nightmare. And Bullet, yeah, just grabbing friends and for the wins, we're always gonna have that, right? I'm more leaning towards the competitive players. Your casual competitive players. Like I call myself, like, yeah, I love hopping on with y'all and we're just having fun, But my attention span's there for a couple games, and I love everybody. But it's like, oh, I'm fucking bored. You know what I'm trying to say? Like I'm being real. And it wasn't like Modern Warfare 3, like who can get the most win, like who can get the most wins in our friends list. To me, that's not there anymore. Like I just don't see. I don't see that. Maybe it's because I'm not feel that way anymore. I gotta look at that too.
But Modern Warfare and Cold War, one of the things that I've noticed is if you're a solo player, It's very difficult if you're a solo player, and
Oh, I'm agree with you on that one.
uh, it
It's
really is. You get punished. Um, if you party up, you get experience boosts and stuff like that. And
something
hey, look,
cycle.
that's cool about the promoting, teamwork and things like that. Look, I get it, but one of the reasons why I am such a big solo player is because of my work schedule.
Yeah,
Um, now I have a position where I'm off work every day by 5 o'clock, so I can actually play like a normal human being again. Um, but it's the solo player shouldn't be punished. I feel.
yeah. I mean,
Um,
I feel that way too. I mean, yeah. I want to hop on play a couple games. I'm sitting here thinking, where's my damn Call of Duty championship ring after each match? If anything, if they want to say multiplayer the rest of this year, they're gonna have to dial down. They because they have to start seeing it now. It's got to
yeah,
be seen that people are not coming back on Cold War. They may be coming on Cold War to play Warzone, but they're not coming back to the game itself. Right?
and me
Like,
personally, I don't like Warzone.
and I feel that way too. But I think I want to dive back in. I want to try to dive back into it. That's just because
Yeah,
try something different. All right, let's kind of steer from that because we may come
we
back
kind
to
of
that.
beat that. We kind of beat that into
We
a.
may beat it some more. Just may beat that junk some more.
Oh yeah, no, don't worry. We'll beat that thing because like
Yeah.
it owes its money.
I do want to give a congratulations to the TGBG esports team.
Yes, outstanding job.
For coming in 12th. Again, these guys are our grinders. They are some of our most, I'm going to say, probably some of our biggest competitors we have in our team that absolutely hate losing. I see it when they tweet stuff out. You see the drive, you see the want, you see it. But I'm going to tell you something. For somebody myself that played a lot of GBs back in the day, got in some of these ladder brackets and busting my ass and stayed up late night playing, y'all did good. I don't care what you say. I seen the people, the teams that were in that bracket. Y'all held y'all's own. Okay, there's no need. Y'all did good. We are all part of you here at TGBG. Y'all did good. It's awesome to see that. It's awesome to see TGBG's name on that bracket. You know what I'm trying to say? Let's get out there. Let's show people that hey, we got people in this team that can play at that level. That's what I want to see. You know,
100%.
I think it's awesome. So kudos on y'all on the hey, don't give up. Keep going. Hey, there's more brackets. There's more stuff you can do. I remember the darn what was the series they used to have on Sundays for Call of Duty Ghost. God, what was it called?
Oh, I know which one you're talking about.
It was open for everybody.
It was like an open bracket tournament
Open
every
bracket,
Sunday.
but every Sunday we get early in the morning. We started, and if you did good, you might be playing all flipping day. I used to
Yeah.
do the mess out of that. But between work, a child, I couldn't. Plus, search and destroy my brain. I would be at work writing strats down on my pad at work, going like, okay, if we smoke A, go flank B real hard, we can maybe catch them off slipping. That was my mind thinking back in the day. Like I constantly write this stuff down. But kudos, guys. Congratulations on that. That's a big thing. That's awesome.
Yeah, that is outstanding. And especially in an era where the number one controversy in the last couple of things, and even Crimsix just touched on this last week, calling out Activision about the anti-cheats because there's already been some CDL tournaments where people have been caught cheating. Um, cheating is a lot more rampant than people realize.
Oh
Um,
yeah.
and it's really sad. It's definitely interesting. It's going to be interesting to see. I mean, it's like
One.
I would love to do crossplay, but I just have a hard time with wondering, hey, that guy who just looked at somebody and with the actions Activation took earlier this week, I can't even look it up anymore to see if the guy's got a headshot rating of 80%.
Yeah.
Which it's ain't that's the reason why I just don't do crossplay.
Um, the one problem I have with cheating, because I've been watching Twitch since I haven't had internet at the house on my phone, is this younger core group coming in. They're cheating to make themselves look better than what they are. So you're getting
100%.
you're getting that like, are they really that good or not that good? It's getting to that point where it's already out ahead. Now we're getting ready to bust. Like it's something like, yes, Nick Merckx, all these guys. We know they're good at the game. Then we got Mojo guy down here who's got 6 viewers, who's dropping 46 kills a game. Like, it's like, I'm not saying it's a light bulb. He may be that good, but it's like, yo, where have you been hiding the rock at? Why haven't you been seen yet? Right? It's like,
Right.
because they're thinking like, hey, I need to perform. K Bob has got to, that's what I don't get. Like, Warzone's a big one. Like,
Warzone is massive.
But
Look,
I know I don't have a Chris shot anymore. I'm starting to lose it. I see it. I can't see things as good as I used to in the game. Mm-hmm. But dude, there's sometimes when I used to play Warzone and plunder a lot, but I get mapped. I'm like, bro, there ain't no damn way. Right, and it's just like boom, 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 boom. You're like, holy shit.
Yeah.
Like, give me the. What are you on the Nate Lemonade flavor G Fuel? What you got, player? Hook me up. Something's got to, because I'm gonna tell you something. If we start getting these matches, especially on land or however CBL's going to be this year, that's the first thing people are going to try to sue me now. Is they're cheating?
Oh, 100%. I mean, there's been some big names caught cheating. Look at over like in Fortnite.
Adderall chocolate flavor, yeah, bro. Grape hint, little flavor.
No, I use G Fuel as my coffee creamer, Red Bull for my water and my coffee pot, and I take an Adderall suppository.
Gangsta gas.
Gangsta gas.
Gangsta gas. Because
Oh
I'm
God.
about to beat your ass. Oh my God. That's what I'm concerned about. No, like these kids who want to be big, who want to get seen, are having to do this, right? And you gotta make, like, and Clem said earlier in the chat, you gotta have a niche, but everybody already has done the niches in Call of Duty, so it's kind of like, what do you do? Like, I'm a mediocre player, I'm not gonna get seen. I gotta do something to stand out. Yeah.
Well, one of the things, like on my streams, if you noticed at the very bottom of my screen, it always had stats, my live stats, my lifetime LOD stats for that COD game, with my KD, my kills, my win percentage, everything. You can see that I am not, the
Damn
best
right, I'm
Call of
KD.
Yeah. I mean, it's like I'm not the best Call of Duty player in the world. I'm above average, but it's real. It's real stats. You see me go negative in a game and stuff. There we go. Finally.
Yeah, it's one of those. It's one of those things, man. It's like like something soon. I hope, like something. I would figure like it already would have happened, but nothing has happened. When you have the bigger streamers popping people offline because they're spectating with 50,000 people watching them, I mean, they get hit offline, but there's still maybe 4 in that lobby that never got seen.
Right. Well, and that's the biggest. That's one of the biggest things is.
What's Counter-Strike? What does Counter-Strike use?
The Counter-Strike. I mean, most of these games have anti.
Because they be popping people off
for some
like
reason.
Crazy.
And for some reason, Activision will not do that. Earlier this week, Activision made the APIs all private. So, like for example, the Tracker Network, which is what I use for my overlay on my stream, anything where you could look up stats of another player is disabled. Activision shut it all down on every website. Unless that player goes in and makes his information public. By doing so, because there was websites where these guys created an algorithm where They could tell you in your Warzone lobby if you were in a diamond lobby, a bronze lobby, a silver lobby, or a gold lobby.
Oh my god.
And what was happening is these people were going through and lobby shopping to get gameplays and things like that. This whole reverse boosting and skill based matchmaking thing has created a monster of massive proportions to the point now to where Apex Legends is getting shit about it. But Apex has got, their skill based matchmaking is thick, um, but you don't hear about it as much as you do for COD. The Call of Duty there's a lot of people who just follow the herd. They just, I'm going to use this gun because Scump uses it. Well, Scump Scump is a freak of nature. Pretty much these pro players, they're not you or me. These guys they play the game 16 hours a day. They are paid hundreds of thousands of dollars to play this game nonstop. They're the best in the world at what they do. And just because they can do it doesn't mean you can. And just because, you know, Tom Brady can throw touchdown passes and win Super Bowls doesn't mean you can.
True.
And that's where a lot of
I
people
can't
don't
on
seem
Madden
to
though,
understand.
player.
Yeah, well, yeah, okay, but you see what I'm saying, though.
Yeah.
It's
Oh
like,
yeah. Yeah. Reality.
and so what it is these guys are starting to find these programs on PC. You can go to Google and just type in COD aimbot, and you'll find literally a million different sites. Um, and some of these guys are paying hundreds of dollars a month for these programs, or they're getting the Cronus Zen, which plugs into your PS4 or whatever, and you can use other controllers and stuff. But then you can download scripts, which helps with aim assist, recoil control, jitter mods, and things like that. That's where it's created this situation where the average player, like myself,
What's up, Mushy?
that we all pay the price for it.
True. I'm with you. Like something needs to happen soon. I mean
100% because
I mean if it doesn't, it doesn't. I think again we're still beating the whole balance of the game, and we're beating back on it again.
I know,
it's
right?
just a big topic. The other night when I hopped in and talked to Calamity and Bullet and all them, and this goes with the exclusive Ace and all them guys that made that big old video about they had the data and stuff backing it all up.
Mm-hmm.
When the beta or something, I think it might have been the beta. I can't quite remember. We got put in the game with Scump.
Mm-hmm.
I did, and I'm sitting here going, we looked him up. He was streaming. I was in his game. I'm like, holy shit! Okay, I'm playing against Scump. Then again, I'm above average player, right? I know rotations. I know I'm kind of learning the spawns. Then I know this and that. Why am I playing against somebody like this? Right?
Correct.
Yes. Does it make me feel good that I dropped him a couple times? Yeah, shoot, yeah. Why not? But at the top of my list, it's like why? Why this game? And then in the times I did drop, I'm like, okay, he should have got me there. Like, and then that video of Exclusive Ace put out, it's like, yo, they're throttling some of these players back a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Midway through the match.
Like, and I have felt that. I cannot be the only one itself has felt that.
No. I mean, I've had it where the first half of the match, I'm getting destroyed, and then all of a second match, the best player on the planet, or vice versa.
I mean, it's getting bad, and that's got to be pushing players like me and you, like people away. It's got to be. Player sees Horn and. I got me a 2KD.
Yeah, well, I mean, I remember back in the day, man. Look, Black Ops 2 was the first COD where my lifetime KD was over a 1 point something. That was the very first one. Every COD that I play, I get better at each and every COD. My highest was Black Ops 4. And I honestly, I couldn't tell you why. But it was, either way. Modern Warfare, I tried so hard to like that game. I wanted to like that game. There was so much potential for that game. Cold War, I'm a huge Black Ops fanboy, and Cold War, I like the game. I don't like how easy they've made sniping. Like when my old ass can pick up a sniper rifle and run and quickscope, I'm not a quickscoper. I'm not. I mean, I'll be the first one to admit it. I suck at it. But if I can run around and quickscope kids in lobbies, it's too easy. It's set way too easy. Um,
That's
it,
again
you know,
like this game is just I don't know. It's different. It is, and I'm not going to bash the game, but it's different. It's
oh
not.
no, it's not about bashing the
Yeah, no,
game.
yeah, we're not
It is
bashing it,
different.
but it's just it's different. It's it's very different. You know, you talk about stats. I've tried to keep a 2 KD or higher in every card I've tried to play, and you know, or
You're
higher.
not you're not you're not going to do that in this one.
Uh,
I mean, you're gonna fight to do that in this one.
I'm fighting for it now. I'm fighting
Yeah.
for it. And in that video that Exclusive Ace was talking about, where they were feeling the data and seeing in the gameplay of him, like the clip he had, the dude was on a 20 streak at the beginning of the game, dropping people. I'm talking fast, and it
Hmm.
was like a flip of a hat. He ended up finishing the game 25-18.
Hmm.
And he goes, "There's got to be an explanation that did my internet drop? Like, my speeds haven't changed, but like there something. I don't know what in the background is doing this, but I'm gonna tell you what. If you play Call of Duty, you know when junk happens because we all feel it. We can't be like, and I'm sure it's not that for other games. It cannot be that way for other games. If it is, oh my god, we're just it drives me insane. I can't deal with it much, you know."
Well, one of the issues that I run into is I use a Netgear Duma operating system, so I can see where I'm connected at anywhere in the world. I can set it to where I connect to only certain connections. In fact, and that being said, in Cold War, 98% of my lobbies are East Coast lobbies. I live in California.
It forces you to play
It's
on it.
it forces me to play. It forces me to play further back east. Modern Warfare did for a while too, at the very beginning. Um, but this one here, if I do get a West Coast server, which would be down in LA or something, those tend to be the sweatiest games I can play.
Ping is not king.
Um,
Yeah, ping isn't king anymore. Having a good
Ping hasn't been king since Infinite Warfare.
and that's like
Um,
you know, and we're still jumping on this with the Cold War and the game itself. It's I mean, it's there. I mean that's what's going on right now. I mean,
right.
if you tell me that you get on Cold War and you truly enjoy it, I would like for you to join me and play with me and see how you feel
Hmm.
because it's different. It's very different. I don't. Uh, I really don't know how I should describe it. It's Call of Duty World Championship game. I don't.
Yeah.
I just don't. It's one of those like I keep beating my head in the wall about it, and like it makes my head scratch, and I'm like, what the hell? What? Like I don't get it. It makes me feel that I'm getting bad at the game when I play it,
Right.
and I'm like why am I keep playing this? Let's go play Minecraft.
Yeah, or let me play the campaign or something. I agree with. I'm not against. For the record, MrFantaastik, I'm not against. Putting people in lobbies of around similar skill level. I'll play with those people all day long. The issues I have for myself is the drastic swings. I'm either decimating lobbies or I'm being decimated. It's like almost no middle of the road.
Oh,
It's
it puts you with the 6 KD players,
Yeah,
and
well, 100%. I mean,
and
I've got screenshots and video recorded
and
of me being thrown into lobbies with people that have a 5.4 KD, and I'm just like, I cannot compete with this guy.
yeah, it's different. It's very different. Reason for
Yeah.
call Minecraft one. Oh yeah, hey, Advanced Warfare. I'm gonna tell you right now. After Clan Wars, I'd hop off Advanced Warfare, play my friends on Call of Duty Ghost. I would curb stomp the whole because I'm frustrated, right? And since the skill-based matchmaking wasn't hardly none in Ghost, I would legit run the lobby. 75 kills in team deathmatch. I had 55 kills in coming of them games. And my friends like, dude, you need. I'm like, bro, yeah, Shane, I played Clan Wars for 4 hours. I'm ready to rock and roll, son. Like, Lord have mercy. You know, like this game, it's like we don't. This game is like I got beat up close when I barrel stuffing this guy, and he two shots me. He took a whole clip. Or I never seen that guy. That guy was not there. Where did he come from? Like, what is going on? Or like, dude, nothing's working. Like, you're changing every single gun. Like, I don't know what it is, but it's something. It reminds me of World War II when the game came out. World War II. I didn't play it. I was done. I wasn't playing that game. It wasn't happening. Like I'd took that game outside, put gas on it, caught it on fire, and pissed on it. Like I wasn't playing it. Like it was awful. And then something switched. They did something. Remember you were telling me about it. You go back. My buddy Inferno said, "Hey, get back on World War II. It's a totally different game, and it is like something dramatic has got to change. I don't know when they're gonna do it, but something."
Well, and
I think we need more hiding spots and head glitches. Oh hell yeah! Why not? Let's get a room where you can only shoot through one little hole. You know what I'm trying to say?
Well, yeah, it's. I think this game and the last game, like let's use Miami, the map Miami.
Let's don't. Let's don't. I ain't ready for this shit.
Well, it's an absolutely beautiful map.
Oh, gorgeous!
It is beautiful. It's when I first seen that map, I was like, oh my god, this is amazing. It's too big for 6v6.
And I can't see nobody, and I got glasses on.
And dude, the glasses I'm wearing have bifocals. I got these glasses specifically so I could play COD.
I'm up in the bitch. I'm up in the bitch like this. I'm up in the bitch going, are they in a tower? I can't tell. Yeah. Shit, I died. They're in a tower. You know?
But Modern Warfare was the same thing where, remember like Black Ops 4, all the other previous CODs, the other team had little lights on them. You could distinguish who was who.
We need more cheaters. Think about it for a second.
Cheaters on duty.
If everyone, dude, if every big brain move, if everybody was a cheater, it'd be even playing ground. Who can get
Yeah, well, at that point,
off?
okay, that's the Lance Armstrong defense.
One nut.
That's what he said. He goes, everybody cheats in the Tour de France, and he's not wrong. He was just better at it. But that was his defense. Anyway, I digress.
Big guy, big brain moves out here by high risk. I love it. Oh God.
But Miami, it's a beautiful map, and other previous CODs, the players, you could tell the enemy players. I can't tell who's friend or foe. That's why I don't play hardcore, is because I'm like, I've tried hardcore in Modern Warfare. I tried it with you, and I shot you a few times.
Keep up in the chat.
It's.
Oh,
Bronzy.
What's up, bro? I have an inside joke with my buddy in front of about K-Bob. I cannot announce it right now, but it's funny as hell. Sorry.
I was gonna say, please explain to me.
I can't.
What
I can't do it right now. Oh God, that made me hurt right there. Oh God, that was perfect. Boy, I love you.
But it's like, but like you said, you can't see anybody. Yeah, that's because they're all the variations of the Browns and stuff like that. I can't tell anybody. I can't see anybody. So now, most of the time, I've done it on stream. You'll hear me say it. I'm like, if that guy would have stood still, I would have ran right by him and never seen him. The only reason why, because I see the movement. And
oh man. Thanks, bro. I'm glad to be back. Oh God. All right. I think we need to jump. Did you see my clip? Yeah, I seen your clip. You got shot through the freaking wall when the guy just randomly hit you through yeah. I seen it. It's out there.
Oh, look at Bronze.
Oh, with the gifted. Thank you so much, Bronze. All right. Let's both one hop out of this rabbit hole. Let's hop out. Okay.
All right, let's get the rope and start climbing.
Let's start climbing. Let's just take a quick little break from Call of Duty, okay? Because all of us, we stream. You stream. Bron streams with the big guys. I'm really am jealous that he got to stream with Team Summertime. Low key, kind of jealous. Okay, I'm gonna throw that there now.
Yep, same. Very proud. Very
I
happy
would talk
for him.
so much trash to them guys just because of them poops and giggles. All right, let's talk about streaming. Let's just totally let's jump in this rabbit hole. Okay, streaming in general. Okay, let's talk about some ideas, some tips, the trade. If you want to touch base briefly on YouTube, I can help out with that some because I jumped in YouTube hard, buddy, hard there for a couple years. I went into it hard. Me personally, I enjoy streaming.
Mm-hmm.
Now, my attention span is not there a lot like it used to be. Like
Ooh, squirrel. No.
Squirrel. Is that dinner being made? I gotta go, guys. I gotta use the bathroom. Streaming, I enjoy it. Right? I think what's cool now is we can stream from our consoles. It's awesome.
Yes.
Right? You don't have to get this. You don't have to get a high-powered PC anymore to stream and enjoy it. It's awesome. But there are some things.
You can see behind me. I've got my green screen right behind me.
True. So. And see, there are things, and this is one of my questions for the chat here because again, like this is something we can all learn and get some information for if some of y'all who like streaming, podcasting, all these types of stuff, right? How do you feel, since me and MrFantaastik have different setups, do you like green screen webcams? All you see is the person, or do you like to see what's behind people? I'm curious. What's your intake on that, MrFantaastik, when you're going to a new stream looking at that?
Either way. It's one of those. I enjoy both. What got me started on the green screen was because I liked how little of the I took up and everything.
Okay.
And all right, I'll see you later, babe.
Ooh, good question, Frono.
No, girlfriend going to work. So,
make that money, girl.
For me personally, like I have the green screen behind me, and on my streams I have my logo and just little things that move in the background behind me.
True. Okay.
It's a matter of preference. I personally, I like the cam because I like to see people's eyes or faces, facial expressions, facial expressions.
You think it's hard for women, Bullet? Oh my!
You think it's hard for women?
Hey.
It can be. Women tend to put up with some extremely rude individuals.
I'm thinking, hot. She's pretty looking girl. She may get some.
Yeah, but I mean, a lot. Sadly, there are the breed. Some of the Twitch thoughts have made it very difficult for some women who are legit streamers.
Okay, I'm with you now, Bullet. I'm with you. I'm thinking bad thoughts. Sorry. Look at them things. Oh my god. Like woo.
Right. I think it's hard for women. It can be hard for women.
All right. So you like seeing the person. I see the high risk like seeing the person have the face expressions. How would you feel for a new streamer to not have a face cam? Do you think they are lacking? Are they hurting themselves? Are they missing out on an opportunity for somebody to really know them? Or
depends on how they engage with the stream. I mean, if they're just sitting there playing and not saying a word, not talking to the stream, not talking to chat or anything like that, I'm just like, okay, I'm not going to sit here and watch this guy play a video game.
This zombie looking, forehead looking.
Unless it's something where I'm trying to learn something from that player. Not having a camera. If they're engaging their chat, if they're engaging the stream, just talking about what they're doing, I mean, hell, even cracking jokes or whatever, it's entertainment value. I have no problems with no cam.
I think it's mixed because sometimes I don't put a face cam on. But I still feel like you get my personality with a face cam, like me in general, as a person, because I can be very energetic. I can be, and I'm gonna keep up with chat. But again, like if something scares me, you may need to see my face because my facial expressions, me falling back in my damn chair or something crazy gonna happen. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, so I kind of like it's kind of mixed. It's a person that's funny. I can tell if this person is being genuine or not. Like you can tell. I mean, if you can't, you get out more. Like a face cam will show it more. I feel like I think me personally. I don't know if any of y'all come out in my streams and watch me play something, but like God tell him what y'all see. God tell him what y'all hear. Because sometimes we'll go out there. We'll go out there and I have no idea what I'm talking about. I think it's hilarious. I'm kind of torn on the two. You know.
Yeah, like I said, I mean, it comes down to a matter of personal preference. Like when I first started, I didn't have a cam because I was very nervous about. I was very nervous about it. It's like I can hide by not showing my face.
I can wear just my underwear and stream.
Right. Well, I mean, right now I'm wearing a T-shirt, and that's it.
Don't stand up.
I got my war thong on, but I've gotten used to it. Like the reason why, like right now, you see me keep looking to my left and right. My camera is on my middle monitor. Well, my middle monitor is turned off right now because there's nothing going on. So I keep, I've got the stream on my left monitor. On my right, I've got Twitter pulled up. So I mean, that's why I keep looking around. For me personally, you really want to see my war thong?
Oh my God. We need to change. We're not chatting no more.
Remember, you can't unsee this.
Oh God. Oh God. And then face cam, no face cam, green screen, no green screen. I think it's to how comfortable is that person?
Right.
How comfortable is that person wanting to step out of their boundaries and do that? That's another thing too. Now, if we look at the YouTube side of it, back in the day, whenever I used to do YouTube a lot, I did not have a face cam. I just did straight my commentaries, and I would put either my logo that I had or my avatar up there. I put it up there lots. And YouTube itself is a monster all in itself, different from Twitch, right? I do feel like streaming can make life easier because I can take. Like right now, I'm recording this podcast. I can take this and go straight to YouTube, right? I can save myself time. Back in the day, Bo, I was telling my wife the other day. I told myself I wanted to do YouTube for a whole year. Even though that channel is not with us anymore, it got taken down. I loved it. We had active people on the channel. I enjoyed it. I made 3 YouTube videos a week. I come home from work, get the child, my little girl fed. We go watch some TV, and then when she goes to bed, I would try my best to get a good gameplay, talk over it, upload it, have topics to talk about. And now, I feel like YouTube, Twitch itself is we got to have a face cam so you can see the person behind the camera to learn more about them. Things are evolving, things are changing, so that's what Correct. It's like. Streaming, YouTube, I feel like it's the same, but it's not the same. Because in YouTube, you got to have the algorithm. You got to make sure you tag the video right. Make sure your title's long enough.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah.
Make sure you're on a good topic that it's current right now. Like, there's so much stuff that you have to do itself. And, YouTube is, now YouTube is huge. When I did YouTube, it's kind of small. Like, if I get a YouTube video that got like 100 views, I'm going, okay, I reach some people then, right? Or they leave a comment like, yeah, we go. Now we're starting to get it. It's all luck. I feel like YouTube is luck, and streaming is luck, and who do you know now?
Well, I mean, with any sort of industry, whether it's restaurants, YouTube, Twitch, or anything like that, there's always evolution. Things always have to constantly change. If they don't, you will get left behind.
Hey, real quick, the video you made in Modern Warfare about the lag or the connection part, your video blew up. blew up because who's seen it? Somebody's seen it. You tagged on Twitter. Like, that's the difference between that and Twitch.
Legend of Thunder.
You know what I'm trying to say?
Thunder,
like, that's what needs to happen on YouTube. Twitch is like one of those like, you got to get you have to get a following first. I feel like for streaming.
100%. A lot of
adapt or die. Yeah.
Right. Well, like Swag, shit, he did YouTube for years before he started streaming. Same with Elite Shot.
Oh yeah, Elite Shot. God, I used to watch the mess out of him.
Oh yeah, I mean, I remember watching. I mean, I still watch him. He got a little weird.
True that. I'm with you on that one.
But he's, a lot of these YouTubers, they already have a big following, so to make the transition into streaming was an easy transition for him. It's like, everybody's talking about Scump. What's he going to do when he retires? Well, Scump has already got a loyal following for YouTube and Twitch. Fine. Scump retires from COD, from professional COD playing. Trust me, he'll make more money as a content creator. He'll make 5 times the money as a content creator as he does playing COD.
I'm glad you said that. I just realized that Zuma has retired from competitive Call of Duty.
Wait, he did?
Yes, he did from the subliners. He hurt his thumb. His thumb is like he might be getting arthritis. He can't keep up with playing. So when I see somebody like Zuma, yes, he may have somewhat of a following, but it's not like Scump. So that's where I see like this younger group streamers and YouTubers have got to do. You have to have a following first, right? Even though you could be, I'm a pro COD player, bro. We can go look at on Twitch right now. We could pull up some of these pro COD players. That only got 100 people in there.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Well, and that's kind of the thing is where they're just all in here the browse. Let's go pull up COD.
Because I remember back in the day, man, you had
Marksman is, he's right now, and I love Marksman. He's hilarious. Let's see, viewers high to low. Sensors got 1.2 million. I'm looking for more pros, but yeah, I mean it's. Yeah, a lot of them are probably just probably scrimming right now.
Yeah. And see, if we look at when I first started streaming, and that's when they first started that pathway to affiliate, right?
Mm-hmm.
But it was a grind. I got on every day if I could, and I go ahead and I play, and I try to interact as much as I could to have a personality. And then on the other end on YouTube, I had to make sure I had a good thumbnail. I mean, it's crazy the difference between the two when it comes to streaming and YouTube.
Yeah.
Another thing, all right, real quick some of this for streaming. A nice microphone, like I have a Snowball, or using a headset.
I have the Snowball. I have a Snowball. That's what I started out with, and I have my Yeti, my blue Yeti microphone as well. And that's the one I prefer. I love this microphone. But for the very beginning, best bang for your buck, Snowball, hands down.
Yeah, I have a little Snowball myself.
Yeah, I love it. It's a really good microphone, especially for price.
I do feel like if you just have a microphone headset, I think it's just as fine as well. For new people who may be thinking about getting into streaming, there's nothing wrong with that. You may be going to sound a little bit different compared to a Snowball or something on that line because the quality is a lot different. Now, look, you can go. Bad boy right there was like over $100, right? You could get something.
I picked this up. I got this at Walmart, and it came with PUBG. It's the PUBG version.
Oh.
It came with PUBG, and I got it at Walmart for like $119.
Cool. So
yeah,
that's why
I picked it up because it was marked. It was mismarked instead of like 189. It was. I'm this right now.
Separate mic all the way. I mean, that's what I like. So, I mean, if anybody's wanting to get into streaming, and like we're talking about streaming right now, like, I mean, man, right now you can just have basic setup and excel and be fine and do well streaming. You don't
You
have
could
to.
start from your PS4 or
Yeah,
your Xbox One.
Like I try to tell things people like, man, I gotta have this, and that. Yes, it's nice to have that, but if you
You
can't,
don't.
you got to get your money right first. You got like
Oh
how
yeah.
much do I want to dedicate myself? Because if you want to go full blown in, then yes, you will need some of this stuff that costs quite a bit of money. But there's alternatives you can do. So
Yeah, there's
yeah, yeah. You don't need it, right? You can just use it what you got, right?
right, exactly.
I mean that's the thing. Cause I know some people talking about stream ideas and stuff like that. Now, if you want to look at like what games to play, or if you want to get seen quicker, you play games that are hot right now. You play games that are hot and games that you are somewhat decent at.
Yeah, Bullet. Hold on one second. I'll be right back. I gotta go grab my mug.
TGBG travel mug. Here it goes. I got mine right here. It's lightweight. It's good. Versatile. It keeps your drinks nice and cold when you drink. Even keeps your coffee hot when you drink. Pick yours up today at your local TGBG store. My jerseys, I haven't unpacked my jersey yet. Sorry.
Yeah, this is the mug.
Yep.
And then I've got my jersey, my T-shirt, my shorts, beanie, my jacket, my lanyard.
Double stain vacuum seal. Pick up your travel mug 4000 at your local TGBG store. High risk. You know that. Yeah, you don't have to spend a lot of money if you want to start streaming. You don't. Not now. I think when streaming started getting big, you had to, because at the time you couldn't stream from your console yet. It was like, it wasn't compatible. You couldn't link your Twitch yet at the time when I wanted to. I'm gonna spend
one of the things I will tell people when they ask me about streaming, hey Siren, is
capture cards.
Yeah, I use the Elgato, but I tell people, I'm like, look, start off with your console. Make sure that's something you want to do before you start dropping all, because you can get full stupid real quick with streaming equipment. I have my little Stream Deck here, but then also I have there it is. There's a Stream Deck app, so I actually have a Stream Deck on my phone. It cost me $25 for the year. Rather than spending $200 on a Stream Deck, I paid $25 for a year, and my phone is a Stream Deck.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the Elgato app.
Yeah, it's all about making smart decisions. Like, do your research first, and look at and find things. Don't full commit. Don't quit your job. Okay, don't quit your job yet. But
my girlfriend told me when I can consistently start pulling in a certain number of money, that's when I can quit.
Yeah, but don't quit.
And that number is actually not that bad. It's not that high. And that's more of a number I set for myself. It's one of those.
Like me personally, I took my time. I streamed off my PS4 first, and I slowly got stuff I needed. Same thing for YouTube. I got me a capture device. I can't pronounce it. Hodgepodge. I can't remember what it was called. I got one of those.
Oh.
I started off small. I had a laptop. I mean, it was just stuff that was reasonable price. I didn't go full in. Because at the time you could still get views and subscribers on your YouTube channel with not having all the crazy stuff. You didn't have to have a face cam then and stuff like that. So it's always important to do research before you do anything in life. To be honest with you, put the time and effort in. That's one good thing.
Oh, sorry, I'm actually looking for a PS5 right now because rumor has it they're stopped today or tomorrow.
Give me that link, bro. Give me that link. All right. This question is for the chat. PlayStation, Xbox, PC. What you going with?
Oh, Jesus Christ. He picked up. What do you mean his coworker picked up his second today? Jesus.
PC, I've seen PC a lot.
Depends on the type of game.
True, game, but you can get more games on PC though.
Yes, 100%. I
Yeah,
love Steam.
more
Um,
at cheap. Yeah, some. Dude, when they got some sales on Steam, son, woo!
Steam summer sale, baby. I still got games that I bought 5 years ago.
It's just a question,
Um,
Frodo. Like, since because I feel like gaming's changing now, right? It's changing. We got consoles that are starting to and they're going to compete with PC, but they're starting to up-ramp these things. Like they're starting to. But again, like a PC, you know, like people are starting to switch gaming. People are starting to play COD on PC more now. You know, certain since you got exclusive games for Xbox only, you got some games that are exclusive only to PC and PlayStation, PC to Xbox. Like it's one of those like weird things, and everything's starting to get. Games are now starting to become more cross-platform. It's like I don't know. It's one of those kind of weird. I'm just kind of see what I felt like. This, I'm pitching. I'm throwing. Anybody gonna hit it? Hit it.
yeah, well, I mean, it's when it comes to first-person shooters, I will not play them on a PC. Just again because of the hacking aspect of it. And it's been like that for years. That's what. Um, I mean, this goes all the way back to when I first started playing COD 10 years ago. That's the whole. I tried playing Counter Strike. I was like, nope, not doing it. Um,
Oh, congratulations, Disciple, on winning the giveaway. Congratulations, sir.
Disciple, you cheating bastard. No, I'm just kidding. Um, the but my primary, like when I do RPGs and things like that, I prefer PC.
Yeah.
Just because of um, one of the things I do like about PC, and again, my SCUF controller, my SCUF controller is also for PC, so I use this controller on my PC as well, which helps because my hands with mouse and keyboard just kind of do weird things.
True. I feel it.
Um, One of the advantages, like obviously the chest advantage,
Yes, Bronze.
PCs and this, that,
We
and the
are.
other. Um, my Let me list off a couple of advantages for consoles. One, you don't need thousands of dollars of equipment. Uh, Two, your console's not going to be obsolete in 18 months.
Nintendo
Um,
Switch. nobody's gonna nobody's gonna mention Nintendo Switch.
yes, that would be lovely.
I feel like Nintendo
Um,
Switch is the new babysitter.
the Nintendo Switch, I've been looking at maybe getting one because I'm a huge I'm a huge Zelda and Mario fan. That's just how it is. Um, but the advantages of consoles, um, PC, it's actually gotten better now. It's not as bad, but a few years back, every 6 months, your PC equipment, you were having to upgrade your equipment on your PC, graphics cards, things like that. Um, Now it's gotten to the point where it's stabilized a little bit, um, but a PC isn't going to last you 5 years without any up. A console will.
Yeah, I've had my Xbox One for quite a few years now.
Yeah. My Xbox 360, I absolutely loved it. The Xbox One, I got the Xbox One the first day it came out. I got the Titanfall edition. Titanfall, that game is severely underrated, ladies and gentlemen. Let's just go ahead and say that now. Also, the guy who created Titanfall is the one who did Apex Legends and Modern Warfare 2. It's the same guy. Um,
But hey, but over time though, right? So over time, a console will start to lose its because I feel that way with mine. Mine's starting to get a little bit slow. Sound like a jet's going off. It's
oh
starting
yeah,
to
yeah. Well, I
land.
mean, there's obviously you got to do maintenance on it. You got to clean it. You empty to clear the cache on a PS4. It's there's numerous how-to guides. The consoles, you're 100% correct. Um, but to upgrade a console, I'm looking at buying a PS5 for the same price as a graphics card, or cheaper than a graphics card
True,
for a
true,
PC.
true, true, true,
I
true.
mean, it really just comes down to budget. I mean, obviously, if I had an unlimited budget, I'd be like Doctor Disrespect, and I'd have $100,000 computer system. I'd play video
Have a
games on.
command center.
No, 100%. I would have a Craig supercomputer in my office. I would be running Call of Duty at 500 frames per second. You know, it's it. Yes, it's a console is a computer. It is a computer. It's just it's set for specific functions. Um, it's a matter of what your budget is. Really, honestly, that's what it comes down to is your budget.
Yeah.
Um, that's the reason why I said, I can go buy I can buy a PS5 the town I live in right now if I want to pay $1,000 for it. And brand new in the box, never been opened. But you know what? I'm not going to pay $1,000 for a console.
Yeah.
For $1,000, I can upgrade my current computer and have money left over. You see what I'm saying?
True.
It's I don't mind spending $400 or $500 for. In terms of PC, if somebody was like, "Well, here's a computer," I'm gonna be like,
Your mic is starting to cut out a little bit, MrFantaastik.
"Oh, is it? Oh, there we go. That better?
Yeah.
All right, cool."
So yeah, I see both sides. I see.
Yeah.
I mean, I see. Storage. I mean, all that comes into play. I mean, and with the games now come bigger, like you need to get a hard drive. You need something to download. I mean, dude, we look at Modern Warfare. I'm like, Jesus.
That was a fucking hard drive. Sorry, hard drive killer.
What strike? Damn it!
Well, no, but I mean, literally, because of Modern Warfare, I had to go buy an external hard drive for PlayStation. It's like it would be like, okay, what game do I delete so I can update this game? You know what I mean? You shouldn't. No.
All right. Here we go. We're going to crawl out of this hole, and we're going to jump into another because here is my question.
I keep going into a lot of holes. I'm not.
Well, you know what? Better get used to it. All right. Here's my next question. This is the one I'll tell you I haven't told a bullet about nobody. It's because it's 2021. Nobody's gonna start talking about it. It's already been talked about.
All right. In this economy, $20 is $20.
But what can I get for $20? All right. What do you want the next COD to be? And
sweet baby Jesus.
And what I mean by that, because again, we are TGB. I know TGBG. We play other games. I know, but at true core, this team was made Call of Duty. I'm just gonna say it. I feel that I'm gonna say it. I think God don't beat me. Okay, don't cut me. Okay. Do you want boots on the ground? Because I got a feeling we're going back to. I got a feeling we're going to go back to jumping. Okay, up in the air. Do you want to keep it boots on the ground? And if you do, what kind of what air, right? And do you want jetpacks back?
Well, it's funny. It's funny about that. A lot of the big things is we're all.
You might cut out again.
Oh, what about now? I've had this this headset for so time. Better.
Yeah.
But I think that's one of the issues that Call of Duty's had is it's gone away from the classic arcade style Twitch shooter. So definitely boots on the ground for me. Obviously, there's a lot of nostalgia involved too. Like for you, Modern Warfare 2, you bring that up a lot. That was like your favorite COD. Mine is Black Ops 2.
It's not my favorite, but it's up there.
2, oh, okay. Well, my apologies then. But I mean, if they remade Black Ops 2, I'd be happy.
Okay, so here's all right. So you say, okay, you would
if they bring back jetpacks, I probably won't play it.
If they remastered Black Ops 2,
Hmm.
Would you be afraid that they would ruin the nostalgia of that game for yourself?
That's a very, very good
Because
question because
Modern Warfare Remastered
was a
was
disaster.
I enjoyed it, right?
Hmm.
I did enjoy it, but when you start adding, hey, you can unlock this gun if you have the salvage for it, like that,
Correct.
you know, and then
Um,
I get dropped. Like that's the thing I'm worried about remastering games, right? I want to keep Modern Warfare
Correct.
2 how I remembered it.
And it's also about how remastering maps. Because, like for example, every year Call of Duty gets faster and faster and faster and faster every single year.
They slowed us down. Remember the beta? Remember the beta?
Uh huh.
Cold
They
War
had
beta,
to.
dude. I was like,
They
I'm on
they
Adderall in the
had
game
to.
itself, and they had like,
Um, I'm calling somebody up going, hey, I need an 8 ball. No, I mean it's just no, I'm just kidding. But it's one of those. It's super sweaty, but Call of Duty gets faster and faster. Um, one of the biggest issues is honestly scuff controllers were pretty much nobody really gave a shit about scuff controllers until the jetpack cods came out, and then all of a sudden scuff blew up because
I never had
you
one
don't.
though.
Right, you didn't, but multiple people did, and that's where you started seeing, special controllers. Um, you're starting to see more things. One of the things, like Inferno said, bring jetpacks, bring back the skill gap. Not necessarily. It just means more people are finding different ways to cheat. I think instead of focusing on like boots on the ground or jetpacks, I think they need to actually go to the root of the problem, and we need we need a good just go back to basics. Keep it simple. Call of Duty has always been a very basic. It's a
They
twitch
all right,
shooter,
all right.
not a simulation.
I'm
That's
with you on
Battlefield.
that. But remember, they did basic, but Modern Warfare 2, they, not Modern Warfare 2, but World War 2, they went back to basic, right? And
Uh huh. And I really enjoy.
I feel like they pooped their pants at the beginning.
Well, at the very beginning, yes, but they corrected it.
True, they corrected, right?
And boy, did they really correct it.
I'm torn. I'm torn. I like boots on the ground. I enjoy jetpacking. I know the fact if you talk about skill base wise, as not like skill based match, but like the skill player itself, I had an advantage because I know how to play Call of Duty. So when
Correct.
you gave me the jetpacks, I had to learn though. I had to learn though, right? I had to learn how to do the jetpack, the boost and stuff. Like I had to learn how to do that, but that was my advantage in them games. I knew how to jump, aim, shoot, dart out of the way, quick like that part. I could see that
Hmm.
deterring people, but then in the other end, if we keep boots on the ground, you got to make it enjoyable. It can't be. I mean, we're getting back into the I'm beating these games to death, making me slow, or I gotta put this attachment on to make me go faster. Like I won't slide a hand back. I want stuff like that back.
Here's an unpopular opinion. Infinite Warfare. I loved that COD.
Well, I
I
played the
loved
shit
it.
out of it. Okay, bro, it was an awful game, but hey,
I
bro,
no, I thought it was I loved the game. I thought
we're
it was
going to
really
get
good.
shot. You know that,
Like
right? They're coming
I
through our
liked
house.
how they did. I liked how they did the weapon variants and stuff like that.
Oh,
I
ooh.
loved Black Ops 3 until they started hiding guns behind a goddamn paywall. The moment they started doing that, that game went to hell for me. Um, because it's just one of those. It's like if I pull out my credit card, uh, um, nothing. Let's see, what's his name? These knives only. In Black Ops 3, he bought $500 worth of COD points so he could get a melee weapon out of those out of those crates. That is insane. Now, granted, he used YouTube money to do that. It was for his channel. It was an investment into his business. I get it, but that is insane. Absolutely insane. Infinite Warfare. I really enjoyed how they did the weapon variants. Same with World War II. The loot system in World War II is amazing. It's the
All
best
right.
one. You know.
I feel you when you say the variant of the guns. My only
Mm-hmm.
problem with the variants of the guns is you need to make it where it's like you can only get the nuke variant M4 if you unlocked it from a supply drop. Right? The other variants that you unlocked, you didn't get like the good ones, right? Yeah, like one of those SMGs you can unlock if you did all this stuff, ranked it up, you can get it like
Right.
But there were some guns. If you want to drop a DNA strike, is it DNA strike or I can't remember what it's called. You had to have that variant for the gun. Cool.
Correct.
Yeah. Awesome.
I wasn't a fan of that. Was that one? I was not a fan of that.
A little weird. Advanced Warfare. Advanced Warfare was pay to win.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna tell you straightforward. I said this in my stream chat. I didn't get my first elite gun until I was Prestige 5. I would get waxed by the Obsidian Steed, the Speakeasy, them guns, because I didn't have unlocked them, and I didn't have the resource to go, hey, I did spend money on supply drops. I'm not gonna lie, I did it. All of us probably did. And then when I got it, it's like, yes, I can compete. I can compete now with these people. But if we're looking at the skill base though, not guns. That's the end game loot. The skill, boots on the ground. I grew up playing boots on the ground. I learned how to play. Drop shot. If you talk about the scuff and stuff, I'm gonna say during that time period, AW, BO3, IW, my COD skill shot up because I had to learn to adapt on jumping and shooting and stuff. And we get boots to the ground, I'm hindered.
It made me a better shooting at head. It made me do it a lot better at headshots.
I am hindered on boots on the ground because this person who is head glitching behind this barrel, I can't get this fool. It's peeing me off. But if I had burst jumping, I could pick that joker off because he's not gonna be ready for me when I'm coming.
Well,
right?
yeah, and
that's where it's like I don't know what the next game. I don't know who's going to make the next game. I think Modern Warfare, Infinity Ward. I know I love Infinity Ward just because as of Modern Warfare 2, like I kind of I think we've all can agree Warzone saved Modern Warfare in that sense for its game. They really need to think about what to do next.
Honestly, I think they need to stop making one.
Do we go future? Do we go back? Do we stay current?
I like the premise of the Black Ops universe. Like this one here is, it went back, but it's after Black Ops 2. This one takes place in the 80s, things like that. The next one, I really don't know.
That's where that's my question. Like, what do we want as a community? And again, they've already got this probably set in stone already by now. They already know. They already know what we're going to do. But like,
I would hope so because the game. I mean, they're supposed to have 3 years making these games.
Like what do we? I never got the nail gun. I got it. What's up? I don't know. I don't know. Me personally, I don't like the season pass. I don't like it. If like me right now, since I didn't have internet, I couldn't play. I may not get it unlocked. It doesn't matter what the community wants. Activision only wants what they want. And look, I think I seen today got posted on Twitter or somebody video about it on somebody's YouTube channel. They doubled or tripled their money off Cold War and Warzone than they have ever had before.
It's Modern Warfare. They averaged in Modern Warfare, they were making over $3 million per day on microtransactions. Okay,
Beast of the East. They've heard about Clan Wars. I'm slapping these people. I'm going to tell you that right now. I play COD very differently. With
jetpacks, I honestly believe jetpacks will destroy permanently. And the reason why is because the new matchmaking system that they're using, that is not going anywhere anytime soon. It's not. I mean, obviously we've beat it into the ground, so I mean it needs to be adjusted. But if this matchmaking system with Jetpack COD, nope, not playing it. I will retire. That's just absolutely that shit crazy. It's just no. My lobbies are sweaty enough. Um,
Uh, I think like some things need to be addressed for the next COD. I mean, again, it's even though the game's only been out for 2 months, it's already getting thrown up. What's the next COD going to be? It's been that way for years. Like, what's it going to be?
oh yeah,
Are
well,
we
the
going to
cloud
have?
community is toxic as hell.
Are we going? Do you see the Smite community? Oh my Jesus!
Oh yeah, I play Smite, so
Uh,
yeah, I
um,
know this my community. Yeah.
um,
My son-in-law got me started on it.
if
Um,
um, if we keep down the sun like bad BRs, like I know BRs are going to be the next is it? That's right. I feel like the core thing
for right now.
for right now. I don't think we'll ever have Clone Wars come back. We'll never have that come back. They're going to give us that little companion app just to keep us quiet, and people are going to do it. I feel like so. I'm like, what the next COD is going to be. I just hope it's enjoyable. I hope we don't get too off the wild crazy mess. I would love to go back to basic. I want my sleight of hand pro back. I want to level up perks. I want to be able to
Oh
prestige.
yeah.
I want to be able to
Uh-huh.
prestige. That is what I want. And I cannot be the only person that feels that way. I can't be. I just can't. It blows my mind. Like,
Um, it's just like at work today. I was talking to my executive chef about this, and I said, the funny thing is, and this applies to, so it's the same way. Um, the way we are as people now, and when I say people, as a community, as a society, and everything, we want change. We want change. When do we want it? We want change right now. And then when the change comes, it's wait, put it back to the way it was. I don't like this change. Everybody wants change until it changes, and then they don't want change anymore. They want to change it back. Um, if that makes sense.
it does. I get what you're saying. I agree with you.
Yeah. Um,
He wants to do a cooking show. Oh my god. No underwear. I mean underwear on. Oh god.
oh God.
I just, I don't know. I said this year that this may be my last COD that I ever play,
Uh huh.
and right now it's leaning that way hard. I hate to say that because I truly enjoy Call of Duty. I truly do. I wouldn't have spent this much time in Call of Duty if I didn't want to be decent at it.
You
So
know, one of the things I've said the same thing, Chef, and you know what I love
you might
is
you might cut out again on us.
all right. Um, Treyarch. This got dumped on Treyarch. They had 10 months. Um, it's one of those where I'm just like, okay, okay, okay. I'll give it just because Treyarch kind of got shafted on this. They got dumped. They had 10 months to make this game, um, and or to do whatever they had to do. That's a horrible. By them doing that, they should have delayed COD for. They shouldn't have made another COD. They should have continued to work on and support Modern Warfare until another COD was ready to go. Um, the developers for Cyberpunk was supposed to come out in April, then COVID hit, so it got pushed to September, then it got pushed back to November. The community was making death threats to the developers about releasing this game. They released the game, and we all know what happened to Cyberpunk when it got released. And now the developers come right back and said, "You guys wanted this. This is what you got. We told you it wasn't ready yet." And the devs now everyone's just like, and that's the problem. Um, people they went after Dice for Battlefield. Hey, do this or we're going to do this. And the developers went, no. If you don't like it, don't buy it. You know, um, that's one of the things is that the age old saying of the customer right is complete and utter nonsense. Um, most people don't know what they want. They just follow a herd.
Yeah. And since we're talking about the next COD, I think it's well overdue. Maybe they think about that. They take instead of bringing a new COD every year. Let's take a break. Let's hold off. Let's just add new things to the game, and let's just go from there. As much as that's going to suck and you don't enjoy the game, right? I get that. Something that it's past stale. it's getting pastel. Like you said, you grinded dark matter out,
Mm-hmm.
and you stopped playing. You didn't enjoy the game enough to run around and see that camo.
Yeah, I grinded hard
Activision
too.
would lose money in front of they would definitely lose. Well, no, maybe not. If they added good stuff, DLC stuff wise, people will still spend the money on it. But I feel like if they keep this same routine up, like they've been doing for years now, it's been 10, 12, 15 years, it's God, it's going to hit a rock and it's going to be done. It's going to be done. And
You know, Inferno, you say Activision years, 5, 6 years. It's the same thing. Well, They'll do away with the microtransactions if people stop buying them. Well, let's boycott the microtransactions. All these YouTubers, let's boycott it,
oh yeah,
boycott, boycott,
I remember
boycott.
hearing about that.
Did you hear what I said just a minute ago? Modern Warfare, they were making over $3 million per day. This is all public information. It's a publicly traded company. $3 million every single day on
Off, off
microtransactions.
skins.
Okay, 100 of us can stop buying it. Think about it. If there's 15 million people playing and 5 million people buy something, 100 people doesn't make a difference in terms of a boycott like that. Everybody says boycott, boycott, boycott. But the moment they think they have an advantage by spending money for a pay to win weapon, guess what? They're going to open their wallets up. They're going to spend the money because they want to be the best, because it's pounded into their skulls from YouTube, Twitch. They're seeing these guys make millions of dollars a year playing Call of Duty. And that's what they're going to do, everything they can to get an advantage. Look at me myself. I use a SCUF controller. I have a $400 gaming router. Every advantage that I could possibly do to squeeze every ounce of anything out of this game, I do for an advantage. If they told me $20 for this bundle and you'll get a gun that will dominate everything, I would pay it. That's the issue. That's also the reason why you're seeing people spending $150 per month for an aimbot. That's not a one-time fee. They're paying that every month so they can go into Warzone and aimbot and wall hack people. That's where we're at here. It's Call of Duty has evolved from a casual game to a strict world championship, things like that. Um, for how long? Um, well, Inferno, it's been going on for years. I'm talking about Modern Warfare from 3 months ago. Um,
Yeah, Activision won't lose no money. They'll find a
no,
way to do it. Uh, I,
Activision is the publisher.
I just feel like
That's
for
over the course of
for
Modern Warfare.
I feel like maybe now a year is not long enough for a game to be developed. Even though it's been like we're saying, like they're already working on it years prior to events. They know what the next COD is going to be 2 years
Oh
from now.
yeah.
They're already like, but I think instead of pumping it out, because it's yeah, we're gonna change. We're gonna put dead silence in the game. I mean, like stuff like that. Like who like that's where I'm just like I just don't. It's one of those like you don't know what to say or what to do. It's one of those scenarios like you don't know what.
One of the biggest things is we all adapt. We adapt and we play and things like that. Um, one of the biggest things. I mean, I'm reading the comments here in the stream, and
No, just for like no, just during Modern Warfare was like when they brought the transactions in for the season pass. They put new.
Inferno in their fourth quarter earnings report, they were averaging over $3 million a day in microtransactions alone.
In Modern Warfare.
And like I said, this is public information. It's a publicly traded company.
Because you got to think every day you came in,
That was in
the
the fourth quarter.
the shop changed with new stuff in it,
Hmm.
new outfits, new blueprints, new enemies, new
For
calling
me, it's the
cards.
tracer packs.
Even they added that to it. But then I look at it like, okay, are we trying to make the game flashy, or are we trying to make the game run good? That's where that's where I'm kind of like, yeah, dude, that skin looks badass. But damn, I wish I wish this game was fun. I'm gonna look good as hell, but I'm gonna get my ass whooped.
Well, I mean, look at Black Ops 3 with the dances.
Oh yeah. Hey, Fortnite. Well, Fortnite was free,
100%.
but they made money off their.
Yeah, look how much money Fortnite's made, and that's a free-to-play game. Um, so I mean, even Warzone is free to play, but I don't know if anybody was aware of this, but they would interject, like for example, the Bruin in Warzone was the best gun to use in Warzone for a while.
You could buy it. You could buy it. I forgot about that.
The only way you can do it to get it is you had to buy it, or if you didn't own the game, you had to buy a pack, or you could get the gun for free, but you had to own the game. You see what I'm saying? It's first of all, it's genius, but it's shady as hell, but it's genius.
And if you did
and,
want
then and then after about 2 weeks, then they nerfed the gun into the ground.
there was if you didn't want to buy it, you could do what? Get 3 kills in smoke 15 times. You can unlock it.
I made a video on that.
But you had to do that. You had to own multiplayer, and then but if you had Warzone, you could just buy it for $20. It's yours in hand.
Yep.
And everybody used it. I don't want Call of Duty to go that route, and they're going there, and they keep going that route every year. They're finding a way to make it where we look pretty. We need this to perform well, and not the game itself. That's what I'm worried about. That's where it's like it's pushing me away.
The constant weapons tunings and everything. Hey, look, that's awesome. I think it's good that they're doing weapon tunings and weapon balancing. The issue is like other aspects of the game, the swings are just so drastic.
The FAMAS is hot garbage after they switched.
Yeah, because they nerfed it into the ground.
That gun was good. Then they said, "Oh no, this is getting a little."
Yeah, they
crazy.
nerfed it into the ground.
Let's make it where it's not even usable. I don't know how it is in Warzone now. That's the next thing. I feel like the guns, and I said this before. I said it before I listed.
Here's the Warzone loadout: DMR and MAC-10.
Yeah, right now, the meta is that. But I was concerned about the tuning and weapon balance and how they're going to bring guns in from this game into that game. Like that's a lot. That's a lot of stuff right there. Because if we use has anybody ever used the DMR in Cold War? Is it a knockout machine?
It's a monster.
I didn't try it. I'm too busy using the AK sort of the bullfrog with the bias, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, I love the bullfrog. I also bought the tracer pack the other day. So yeah.
Calamity, I am 100% with you. I just want a fun, balanced game that's not pay to win. I want a Black Ops 2, but not Black Ops 2.
Correct.
I want a game like that. I want a good rank. I want good perks. I want fun guns to use where I won't get bored and I play it and I enjoy the pee out of it. I want
to have a game that I can sit down in 5 hours and enjoy every minute of it, and not after a match going, okay, hold on.
I need a mental break.
Oh, hold on. I have towels on my desk for, it's just like, oh Jesus, oh baby, oh hold on, that's insane. I shouldn't feel like I'm going 12 rounds with Mike Tyson.
That's what when I was bringing that question, what do you want the next card to be? I want something fun. I honestly do. I want something fun. I was hoping Cold War, and still Cold War is still young. It still has time to be fun. That something clicks and they go, okay. Our fan base is more in Warzone right now than it is Cold War. Like something's got to. If it don't, man, I don't know much longer myself. I keep up with it, and I look at that. I say that because I cannot be the only one that feels that way.
Well, Disciple, the whole issue with that is Drifter and Ace did videos on exactly what you just said. They just need to buff the rest of them up. The issue is okay. Let me ask you this: is it going to be easier to tweak 17 other guns or just tweak one? It's proper use of man hours and everything else. It makes sense to that one gun down a little in line with the rest of them, rather than bring the rest of them up. Because then everything's out of whack. Obviously, having all guns be the same is boring, and that's one of the issues we're running into right now. Right now, right now, the 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 uh, the shotguns are just the shotguns up close are deadly as hell. As but like the other day, I got hit from a good 25 meters away with a shotgun. And I was just like, "What the hell is this?" No, I mean that stuff's not right. I mean, even in Warzone, there's videos of a guy using the slugs with the 7.25 hitting somebody from 300 meters away and dropping them. Um,
Yeah, right now, Disciple, there will always be a gun that's a God gun.
oh yeah, 100%.
But back in the day, like we're saying, we want this game to go back. I'm gonna say Call of Duty Ghost. I could use any assault rifle, any SMG, and I could do good. I could do good. That's where I we need some balancing overall in the game. The game itself needs to be like something. Don't know what, don't know how, who, what, when, or where. Something.
Well, if you go to YouTube right now and type in the search bar best Cold War class, and then under filters, just put the filter on for today. It's Cold War MP5 class setup is the best war zones SMG. New SMG meta after the MAC 10 nerf. MP5 class, max damage bullfrog, AK-47, MP5, AK-47, sniper, um, AK-70, AK-74, the stoner, MP5, MAC 10, what? AK-47, AK-74, MP5, MAC 10. You see what I'm saying? That's right now. That's the meta. Those are just videos that were made today, and these are all. Most of these are for Warzone. They so it's one of those. Uh, if you go like this week, and then all of a sudden it's this week you got the Bullfrog, the MP5, the XM4, AK. You know, yes, there is going to be. Um, there's always going to be that one God gun, but a lot of the guns that some of these that people are using who they're because a streamer or a YouTube said, "Hey, use this."
Yeah.
J God made a video last week as well saying, "Hey, don't copy the class the pros use. That class is for what they do. It's for a very specific purpose. It is for how they play." Like when I watch class videos and everything, it's for like, okay, but I don't watch them for just anybody. Like Ears, he's part of Doom Clan. Ears does a lot of great set of it with gameplay, but he explains his play style. It's Nick. He puts out a class video like every day. If you want, exclusive Ace gun guides are really really good because it also
Your mic cut out completely right then, sir.
okay. The whole cookie cutter best class for Call of Duty. Um, I think one of the biggest issues is there's too many options.
Yeah.
Black Ops 2 was the very first game that had the 10 system. And that was awesome. But now you've got guns. You can put 8 attachments on a gun. We're at like the pick 30 system now, and I think I'm part of me is leaning towards too much for people. Even though I really like the gunsmith, I think that's awesome. You know, there, 8 different types of grips, 8 different grip tapes, things like that. It's like okay, now you're starting to get silly.
Yeah.
I can agree with that's just how I feel. Because most of them are useless to me.
I feel you on that part. I feel you. Well, Mr. Fantastic, I think we have covered a lot in this podcast.
Yeah, we have.
We've talked about some things, had some good interaction with the chat. It's gonna be one of those weird. It's gonna be we're gonna have to just see. I feel like we're gonna have to see on how it goes. What the future is going to hold, and just more and more stuff comes out, and how things are going to be. It's crazy to think that way. But
and one of the things is, we just got to try to keep it. If some of the issues with the game are still going on in 2 more months,
we got problems.
Look at World War II. World War II took about 4 or 5 months before they did that over.
It did. It's going
or something like that.
Yep.
So I think, and one of the other things we also got to take into consideration too is COVID really messed a lot of things.
It did. It did.
It's going to be interesting what the future of gaming and the future of Call of Duty holds.
It did. Well,
Mr.
Fantastic, I want to thank you so much for coming to the podcast with me tonight. But we may have you next week. Not sure if your schedule's going to hold up. I enjoy
my schedule is set Monday through Friday. I'm a daytime guy now.
I enjoy you. I love you, brother. I love playing with you. Next week's stream we may talk about kitchen stories. Because we got a bunch.
Oh God.
Woo! We briefly talked about that today. So if any of y'all
do kitchen stories, it's going to be an 18 and over stream.
If any of y'all have ever worked in the kitchen, anything, oh my God. You're gonna understand. You're gonna feel it. So, I will be. I know between now and next week, I'm not sure if we'll stream if we'll do the podcast next Wednesday. We may do it Tuesday, Monday. I'm not sure when yet. Because we're back. We got internet back. We're back in this bad boy. But it's been fun. Congratulations to Disciple on winning the giveaway this evening. Congratulations, sir.
Cup.
Yep, the cup. We got a lot of things moving in TGBG. Thank you for everybody for stopping by. Be on the lookout for some poll questions either on my Twitter handle or the TGBG Twitter handle. I'll be giving some bullets, some questions for some ideas for the stream next week. And we will go from there. Everybody, thank you for joining us on the TGBG on Comms podcast. Got to be forever to get out. Thank y'all for stopping by. And we'll see you on the next episode.
Oh yeah. Catch you guys later.